Taz. Alright Taz, I am back with you with another budget bobber build, and this is Steve, my 94 Gen 2 XV750 or Yamaha Virago 750. This bike is something I've been after for a long time. I'm not sure I'd call it my dream bike, but I've been looking for one to modify for years, and then this turned up. I messaged the bloke at about midnight on Facebook Marketplace, and by 9 o'clock the next morning it was sitting in my driveway. Absolutely mint example of the mark. It's got 62,000 kilometers on it. It's a 94 model, Gen 2, so instead of the monoshock it's got the twin shock at the back. This is the ugly duckling of the cruiser world, and I absolutely love it. That is an XV750 or a Virago 750. It's a 94 model, it's a Gen 2, and I'm calling it Steve. Guys, why am I calling it Steve? Because long-term subscribers to my channel will know that I call all my motorcycles after Guns N' Roses members, and Steve Adler was the original drummer of the band, and he got booted out and replaced by Matt Sorum. You know that if you're getting booted out of a band like Guns N' Roses in the 80s because you've got a substance abuse problem, you've probably got a substance abuse problem. But bottom line is that the Virago 750 and 1100 are sort of a throwback to the 80s that was still available in the 90s. This series of bikes was replaced by the XVS 650 and 1100. They're much prettier bikes, but this has got a certain charm about it. It's an ugly duckling. It's an outcast of the cruiser world. Stephen Adler was an outcast of Guns N' Roses, so I thought it was only fitting to call this bike Steve. What do I plan on doing to Steve? Lots, basically. Change the front guard, change the lights, change the indicator, change the bars, change the mirrors, change the grips, change the tank, potentially change the carb, maybe change the exhaust, change the seat, change the rear guard, change the rear light, change the shocks, maybe hardtail it, and maybe do a few performance mods, just to name a few. So I've got a lot of plans for this bike, and because of COVID I took 3 months off doing videos on YouTube, and while I was taking a break I was ordering every bit I needed to complete this bike. So bottom line is I don't have to wait. Once I get started I can just keep modifying this bike until it's finished, and I'm really excited about that. With COVID, ultimately everything's taking longer to arrive, so I use my time wisely, and I'm refreshed and ready to go and ready to get into this bike, guys. In the past someone has put some time and effort into this motorcycle. Let's fire it up. Aftermarket pipes on it. They've got a nice low rumble. They're not going to attract the wrong sort of attention, but they certainly sound really nice. Whoever's had it previously has jetted them properly, so when you ride it, it doesn't burble and backfire and spit. It just sounds really good. They've kept the chrome in amazing condition. Yeah, it's just a real good basis for a project. When I bought my first Yamaha cruiser many years ago, an XV or Virago 250, and that's not Gilby, that's the first one I had a plan of turning that into a bobber. When I was looking for inspiration on YouTube, I came across this video from Japan of an XV750 bobber ripping up and down the streets. It was a real rough and ready rat rod, and it looks awesome. It's always been in the back of my head, and I've always wanted an XV750, and this is it. It's my time. It took me a while to find one, and I turned a few down because of dodgy people or dodgy bikes, but this one is absolutely not be more happy with it. Really looking forward to this project. So I hope you guys are going to join me for season 3 of the Budget Bob build. In the next video, we'll take the stock bike for a ride as we do, and then as we go, we will do one modification at a time. It'll be all in the driveway. I do all my modifications in the driveway to try and help inspire you guys so that you can do the same mods in your driveway without specialty tools. That's the idea of doing these projects. I love doing them. I love bringing them to you, so I hope you're going to join me on this new one. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I love it. I know full well that people won't. I know full well that it is an ugly duckling, and that's sort of what I love about it. Guys, till I see you next time, my name's Iro Taz. I'm out.